Welcome, Shania Twain, to Pure Country. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. We're so excited to celebrate the release of the new album, Queen of Me. How do you feel putting out this record as opposed to other albums you've put out in the past? This just feels like such a fun new chapter for you.
It is. It's a very celebratory uh, chapter. The music was written in the spirit of cheering up and getting into a positive frame of mind. Being written during the 2 intense years of COVID. All
Yep.
the lockdowns and isolation and everything that we all know so well. So, my therapy in that, in keeping my spirits up is always to write. I turn to writing for therapy anyway. It's my instant mood shifter and mood reset. So for this particular album, it was really all about keeping myself positive. So I wrote a lot of lyrics that were, really getting back into the cheeky, fun lyrics that would make me laugh and giggle, and tempos that made me want to dance. So that Queen of Me is a result of that exercise of lifting my spirits and staying in that frame of mind.
You can really feel that in songs like Got It Good and Waking Up Dreaming just makes you immediately feel good as soon as you hear the intro to that song. What was it about Waking Up Dreaming that you were like, this is kind of the song I really want to introduce this new chapter with, and the most incredible video I've seen in so long?
Thank you. I mean, I'm a daydreamer anyway. And I guess daydreaming is a lot of what goes into my songwriting. It's my imagination running wild. It's escapism.
Yep.
And so when you're awake and you allow yourself to drift off into daydreaming, I think personally it's very therapeutic. If you're a student in class, it's very distracting. I always had those notes, Central, I was always the daydreamer, but this is my imagination just wandering off, and me going along with it and enjoying the process, getting creative, and dreams being so limitless. There's no ceiling. Just you can be whatever you want to be in your dreams. You can imagine anything you want to feel and think. So I wanted to just share that fun. I guess it's a really good tip for releasing yourself and escaping in a moment,
Absolutely.
jumping into a daydream, make one up, whatever it takes.
I know, because they, say that daydreaming can be a negative thing sometimes, in school, like you said, but in so many ways, that's where really great ideas come from, is in the daydreaming. And I feel like a lot of really good has come from that with you and journaling clearly with this album and this tour. I have to ask, because I think it's so incredible how the Queen of Me global tour, you're bringing out so many incredible acts on the road with you. Kelsey Ballerini to Breland, Mickey Guyton, Lindsay L., Robin Ottolini, Haley Witters, Priscilla Block, to Neil Towns. I mean, it's just overwhelming amounts of talent. Why was that so important to you to give them such a huge platform and join you on all those dates?
I really wanted to share that spot because, the norm is to just have one, maybe two, that does the whole tour. But I thought this time around, I really just want to give a chance to other more upcoming people that are still developing their careers, a chance to get out there in front of my fans and do their thing and hopefully make a statement out there and add to their experience as well. Maybe some of them aren't playing to such big audiences yet. So it's just really all about sharing sharing it among many artists, giving a lot of people that little chance.
I can't imagine what was going through their head when they found out that they were going to get to go on tour with you, because a lot of them, being Canadian girls, grew up, I think, listening to you before they even learned how to talk or walk. So it's going to be pretty cool for them. Music Icon Award at the People's Choice Awards. I just remember watching you, receive that incredible honor, and the people that were in the crowd just clearly you could tell have been fans of yours for a long time. How special was that, coming back with new music and a tour and to receive that award this year?
It always means a lot when you know that it's the the people pointing you out and highlighting you and raising you up, it's a really good feeling. And it's almost like now that I'm still around at 57, not that that's a miracle, man, there's a lot of artists that are still around even much older, but I just want to really embrace it and take the time to reflect on it. And I'm enjoying those kind of rewards more than I ever did before, because earlier on in my career I was too I didn't have good time management, for myself. I was hyper focused on being perfect all the time, and I didn't really quite have my priorities set, so I missed out on a lot of the things that were happening in the moment, a lot of the really good things, the pats on the back and stuff that I was getting. So it's great to now be very aware and be able to absorb those moments.
Oh, absolutely. Did you kind of feel like putting together the Netflix documentary, and going through all these old memories, kind of getting to relive those moments and maybe re-celebrate them that you didn't get to maybe in the past? It was kind of a way to hash them up again and go, oh, wow, I didn't sink in this moment enough when it happened.
That is absolutely the case. Absolutely true. And going through all of that material for the documentary, I felt more and more, it was empowering to go through all of those things, because I was like, wow, yeah, I really, whoa, I nailed that, or just that was a lot of work. And I felt sort of like congratulating myself on many levels, just surviving it with sanity, which
Yep.
is not, we know that is it can plague the entertainment industry for sure, fame and fortune and all of that. And also because you become so isolated when you're working so hard, you can lose objectivity, you can lose your sense of perception or perspective. And so anyway, I'm just really glad that I did get through all of that in a very intact and feeling even more self-empowered. And I grew even more into my own feeling comfortable in my own skin through all of that. And looking back I was realizing, wow, okay, I was really doing a great job of masking there. I knew I was really, 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 really nervous in that moment. You couldn't tell, but when I'm watching it back, I know what I was thinking.
Right.
It's something that overcoming all of that and also persevering in those moments and not crumbling. I was kind of proud of myself.
I was proud of you. I watched the documentary 6 times in the weekend that it came out because I was just like, I cannot get enough. And I learned something new every time I watched it. And being a mom now of a 2-year-old little boy, it was really eye-opening for me to see a side of you that, as a fan of yours for so long, I didn't see or hear you talk as much about it. I was also very young, so getting to see that about you being a mom and just what your life was like going through things that you, I mean, handled with such grace, and getting to be a fan of you today is just really cool to see and learn more about your journey through that documentary. So I thought it was incredible.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy that you enjoyed it, and I think it's a good reflection. It's about my career and the journey of my career, not so much about my life, other than if something was directly related to my career that was in my life. But
Yeah.
it was nice. It was a good career recap for me too.
Absolutely. Okay, I have to ask, what was it like getting to be a part of the Beauty and the Beast celebration playing Mrs. Potts? Because what a cool full circle moment in your career to get to check something like that off of, your bucket list.
Wow, that's something that really came out of the blue. It was a random thing that I wasn't expecting, and I was blown away. It was a huge compliment to be invited.
Yes.
And, one of the most beloved characters, Mrs. Potts. I was over the moon. I was quite giddy about it. I was really excited, and it was something that I've never done before. So this is me stepping out of or into a performance platform that was entirely new. I haven't done any theater, I haven't done any musicals, anything like that. So uh and in such a huge production as well. And for Disney, I mean, this is like
Disney.
big as it gets. So I was truly honored. And I'm like, I'm honoring my Beauty and the Beast.
I saw that.
Yeah, this is so cute. So this is Chip.
Ah, so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, we could not be more excited that I feel like it is the year of Shania, which I feel like we've had a lot of year of Shania, but this one feels extra special. Queen of Me, new album, the new tour coming, and I feel like this is just going to be a really exciting year for you and a lot more to come. How pumped are you for this record to finally be out?
I can't wait. It's been a stretch, or it's been stretched out the time to release it with COVID, and then all the bottlenecking of everyone else planning tours and planning records. It's been quite. It's required a lot of patience to
Yeah.
try to find the right timing, and even just to get in the studio with more than 2 or 3 people was impossible. So, and I didn't want to do it over Zoom. So I waited till we were able to actually travel, and I could go to England without a problem, because there were a collective of creatives there that um, I was going to jump in with for the very first time. I had never been in an environment that was collaborative like that, so I didn't know how it was going to be, but I was so welcoming it because I had been alone with the songs for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I brought the songs into these sessions, and they came together so well, and it was very encouraging and fun to bounce things off each other. It was a very happy, uplifting experience. Again, the songs remain very much in the vein of where I had wanted them, where I had been directing them. And now I'm excited to share it. So my biggest excitement is I just need to know before I finish putting the set list together what fans like 5 favorites are, so that I can nail those down, and I can get everybody learning the lyrics before we're all together in the arenas. So that's important to me.
It is going to be so fun. Well, thank you so much, Shania Twain, for joining us on Pure Country. Congratulations.
Thank you.